Okay, so as we're covering the thing of the nature of roots, we now have to look at an example of a question. So this particular question is from a grade 11 question paper. It's a past question paper. It's actually the November 2025 for grade 11. So here is a question. The roots of this equation are non-real. What do we know about non-real roots? We know that for non-real roots, they are less than 0 on the discriminant. That's what we know. The discriminant is less than 0 for non-real roots. Okay, they say calculate the minimum integer value of m. So the first thing we have to do here is write our condition for non-real roots. So this video is for an example. So the discriminant is equals to p squared minus 4 ac, and then the discriminant should be less than 0. Okay, our p is equals to 4, and then we square that minus 4. Our a is m, and then our c is 4, and this is equals to, or this is less than 0. It's less than 0. And then here we're going to have a 16 minus 16m, which is less than 0. And then we can take the 16m to the other side, which here will be left with 16. 16 is less than 16m. Divide by 16. So m, or here you'll be having 1, is less than m. And then they say calculate the minimum integer value of m. So m is greater than 1. So 1 is the minimum for the value of m for this equation to give us non-real roots. We need that m is greater than 1. So we draw a number line, we put 1 there. So our condition satisfies that we start at 1 and we go that side. The values of m should be above 1. And how we see that this can actually hold is when we put, for example, when we put 0 here for m on the discriminant, we'll get that this is, the discriminant will be 4 squared, which is 16, and it's positive. So when m is 0, we'll get a positive discriminant, which does not result to non-real roots. And then when we put a negative number, say minus 1 on the m, we'll have that it's minus 4, minus 1, and 4. And that will give you a positive 16. So 16 plus 16 is 32. Again, here you'll have a greater number, a number greater than 0, and it will not result in a non-real. But this condition satisfies that we must make the minus 4m, we must make the 4m4 to be bigger than 16. And in order to make that, we must start at 1 and continue. For example, if you put 2 there, you'll have 4 times 2, which is 8, and then times 4. 8 times 4 should be 24. 8 times 4 should be 32. So 16 minus 32, that will give us the negative, which satisfies that these roots are non-real. So yeah, that will give you the 4 marks. See you on the next video.